how many bags of cement or how many trailer loads of cement has gone into this project so far?
Yeah, I would say that because for the foundation, our budget was about 350 bags of cement. Then for each of the decking, we budgeted 450. Then you know that after the DPC, from the foundation, after the DPC, between the DPC and the decking level, there is something that happened. The building, the walls, and there is lintel. So those ones, our budget was about 150, 200.
Give us a price, maybe that for both houses, estimatedly, from the materials that you've been requesting that has been provided for you.
Well, I would say that maybe
this thing. How much did this roof cost?
The BOQ for entire roof about I think 6.7 million naira thereabout. But the roofing sheet itself alone was about 4.3 million. A house of 100 million naira is quite a big house. Normally, it might not be too big, but the facilities that made up that price is quite not small. Or what is weightier. So maybe if you need to now automate it, you may need to spend extra 15 or 20 million.
What has taken the most money in this project?
The
let's not talk about it. All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we have a very special project we want to show you. We've never shown you this project before. Over the last 1 or 2 months, we've been on this project, and this project has been very, very successful, and there are a lot of things. Even if you're not doing a project like this, there are a lot of things you will learn here, right? And of course, this project is being handled by our people, Desmond and the team and everything. So this project is located in the eastern part of Nigeria, in the city of Awka. And let me just allow you go through the video, and you are going to gain a lot of knowledge, and you're going to learn a lot of things from this very project. The size of the land that this structure is sitting on is approximately 900 square meters, and the size of the rooms are quite massive as well. The master's bedroom is approximately 25 square meters. The living room and the dining combined is approximately 40 square meters, and the kitchen is 3 square meters. All right, so Desmond,
Yes, sir.
This very project, how did it come about? Now, I of course I know how it came about, but or how it came about, but I'll just allow you to do us the honors by explaining to our people how the project started and everything, where we are.
All right, thank you. Okay, so on a Sunday morning, about 5:30 a.m. or thereabout, a particular Sunday, and I got a message from
one of our subscribers
on our YouTube channel, Building Face. And then when I saw the message, I saw your job on YouTube, I said, okay, if you can have a quick call. And I obliged, and then of course we respond to quick calls and all that. So I actually put up the call, and then he responded to the message, and the person said, I watch your channels and I love your job. I love everything about the job. This is my intention. And what was the intention? Is this job you are saying today? Okay, before now, we actually had in mind to do a 2-bedroom apartment
for rent.
Maybe for rent or something, like rental, this and so. And I also understand that this very client has done similar thing, And trust me, anybody who has come across our channels and us personally, we always give you the best advice we can.
Of course.
In as much as you have something in mind, we marry together, we plan, we come together, we do things that will favor us and how you best way to put your money, especially when you are in diaspora. So I actually told him Air BnB is the best option. At least I know Awka. I've done things around the East and all that. So he brought up the idea. And trust me, as at this time, it was just trying to finalize the land purchase. Exactly. The land purchasing was just about, concluding in few days. So I advised him about going to an Air BnB. So we got talking, and I said, okay, so talking about Air BnB, how do you mean? How that? So I shared an idea with him on the one we are managing in Lagos and other locations and how we have been advising. So he said, that's good. So he also brought a super idea that said, okay, you would like it to be very spacious, such as what you're seeing. Not just a type that, it looks to be very spacious and everything. So that is how this whole thing comes to play. And first of all, we sent him samples of building and all that. He chose a sample, but what they chose was what we designed on, and we then modified to what you're seeing today. So we did the drawings, then he paid for the BOQ, paid for drawing, also pay for inspection fees.
Site inspection.
Which that happened, and then we embarked on the drawing. He sent us a survey plan, and then he connected us to his manager. So he now asked us, how do we work? And I told him, this is our style of work. We explained to him, you can do a BOQ, you buy your materials to consider our labor if you feel you want to. So whatever thing. So he said, okay, engineer, there is someone down there who manages my projects. So who has been like an eye, is a brother, no, I want him to be involved because this is my eye, this is my person. He will work with you. And trust me, the business has been so smooth. The project has been going well. It has been smooth. And we came in, started the project, not just the main house. We've done other things and yet to do more other things around the compound. So we started this project November
2024.
Yes, but first week of November 2024. And then today now we've done not just that one. We finished that one, and we started doing finishing, plastering, the electrical wiring, the plumbing has been done, and such as what you're seeing today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first of all, before we go ahead, what are the specs of this house? As in, how many bedrooms are we looking at? How many floors?
Okay.
Generally.
So this is a 2-story building of 6 flats.
Okay.
That's the main building. We have other ones, the building by the side, and we also have the sections, that empty space that we stack block, but we're going to evacuate the block. We're going to use that place for a swimming pool.
Okay.
And then also going to have a swimming pool, cinema, gym, a VIP lounge, rooftop lounge, and all those in the section, in this section of the land. So this other side, the main house, first of all, is a 2-story building that is consists of 6 flats. But it's not a regular, it's luxury. I mean, it's luxury. And then the plan for this project, in as much as we have come to a conclusion and in settlement that it's going to be an Airbnb, it's not going to be the regular. It's going to be, because the location of this project is quite in a good place. It's quite close to the new government house.
Yes.
That is currently constructed in Awka, in Anambra State. So that was one of the things, because the moment my client told me, no, this is where the project is, I said, see, going to building a service apartment will not work. Let us go to Airbnb. It will give you more proceed and another. So
yes, no, owing to the fact that this place is behind
just
beside the government
house and all that. So he was so happy, and he bought into our advice. So it's a 2-story building, and trust me, all the facilities, all the modern facility, they are lesser. Everything that is required is going to be inputted. The card lock. You come into your apartment, you're going to have a computerized finger stuff that you stay in the apartment. When you are out, you log off. You're going to, even the curtain, you're going to have the remote to roll. So many things. It's going to be a very cozy place and a very friendly environment.
Yeah, and it's also important to note here that because of the place where this house is located. Now, the reason why we are mentioning the location publicly is because this is not somebody's personal house.
Yeah.
It's a place where it's going to be a commercial place.
Yeah.
So even those of you that are watching now that live abroad, if you come to Nigeria, you can go there and stay before you leave.
Yes.
So
we also have other apartments we manage in Lagos. It's in our channel. So if you come in and you want to just...
Exactly. So back to the project. So the reason why we are giving the location publicly is because it's a commercial place.
Yeah.
It's an Airbnb, but now the difference with this particular Airbnb is that it's being planned from the ground up, right? So for most Airbnbs you visit, people actually build the house to live, or they built it for a particular reason. Probably along the line, they found out that, okay, if I use this for Airbnb, it's going to give me money. So they now convert the house or convert the building into an Airbnb. But this one, we're building it from ground up. It's already pre-planned that this is going to be for rent, come in, stay, and you leave. And because of the fact that this house is just close to the new government house that they are building, of course, we now know that high caliber people will be coming around that area on a constant, right? And of course, with the caliber of people that will be coming around, they will need a place that is super, super, super luxurious to live in. So that is what one thing we are doing in this particular project. Because if you had watched the previous video where we did a tour of the house, you will actually see how everything has been planned. And another thing again with this particular project is the house is sort of a smart house, right? Just as engineer has mentioned earlier, everything is going to be automated. So let's say three people, you come to you are living in the apartment, maybe there are three of you. Everybody does not need to have a key, because the key is not going to be a regular key, it's going to be a card that you just come flash on the door and the door opens. But the smart house in the sense that if there are three of you living in the house, we're going to have like a fingerprint, which three people will register their fingerprint. So whenever any of you comes, you just put your finger and the door opens, and then the house is going to be Alexa controlled. The lights, the curtains, either you use a remote or you use a voice command, and the curtain opens. Basically all the things that makes a modern smart home is being done inside here. So now, engineer, that brings me to the next thing I want to talk to you about, which is I'm not starting from the ground for the questions. I'll just pick them randomly for the things that are really, really interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. So that brings me to the next thing I want to talk to you about, which is so because this is going to be a smart house, the wiring or the electrical system was pre-planned from the start, from the ground up. Exactly. Walk us through how you made that happen.
Okay, fine, because these are things that has been discussed from beginning. Yes. Like so I have to bring in my electrical engineer from Lagos just for this.
Okay.
Yeah, so the piping of the house during the casting, like when we were doing the carcass work, the piping for the buildings have been pre-planned.
Okay.
We have done the electrical piping, the M&A, controlling these things.
Okay. Sorry, before you go on, it's also important to note that there was the drawing to this effect, the mechanical and electrical drawing.
Yes, it's
actually indicated all of this.
Exactly, it's a complete package.
The reason I'm saying that is because yesterday I was talking to somebody that reached out from the channel here, and when I mentioned that it's a full working drawing, including mechanical and electrical, the person was like, I don't need the M&E. Just leave the mechanical and electrical drawing and do other ones. So I was trying to explain to the person that if during the wiring and everything, it is this M&E that will enable the people know how to. Yeah. But the person still didn't understand, or was saying, okay, I've built other houses, this was not involved. So you can continue, sir. Just
So you as you lay your bed, that's how you lie. If you want quality jobs and good jobs, you have to go through the process. If you could, and then trust me, like I always said, I don't think there is a building at the modern, even if it's a one-room building that is less than 100 or 300,000 naira.
Yes.
Because if you want to build a one-bedroom flat, for example, or a self-contained, I'm sure you are going to spend at least 2 to 3 million naira building the house outside the land. At least 2 to 3 to 4 million naira, depending on your finishing quality and everything. The carcass might just be okay, maybe 1.5. So now, if you are able to cover 3 million naira to build a one-bedroom flat or a self-contained for a start for you to live, and then you will not be able to bring out at least some money, less than that amount, less a quarter of that to produce a drawing. Now, if you are able to get architectural drawing and the structural, okay, let's be architectural drawing and structural for a duplex. There is no duplex currently that is less than 30 million naira, 25, 30, yes, 20, 25, 20, 25 million, 30. There's no duplex. And then you want to build that house and we have gotten an architectural drawing. M&A will never be more than maybe 300, 400,000, so to say, just because they have to stamp it and design it. And then you don't have that. It's uncalled for. So you just have to choose what you want. And a lot of engineers have been pushed to these things. And then when the mistakes happen tomorrow, they start looking for someone to blame. So you have to do the right thing. So in this particular building, we have designed this thing from beginning.
Okay.
And we need a BOQ.
Okay, so the you're saying that all the points, because when we did the tour,
Yeah.
with the previous video we posted about the tour,
Yeah.
I saw that even the curtain,
Yeah.
the control, the switch the mechanism that will
Yes.
open the curtain and close it,
Yes.
there's already a point for it.
There's a
And
point
there's
for it.
already
Exactly, and it has been planned and also configured into. That's why in the DB system you see more than 2 dB. One is controlling the ACs and the water heater.
Okay.
One is controlling the inverter. The other one is controlling the lighting point and the other. So we have the lesser load and the higher load.
Okay.
Exactly. So it is in control and planned. It's not something that come and do. No, it was planned from beginning. Okay. That is why we always want that if our client wants us to, let us have a discussion from the top. Yes, it helps better.
Say what you want on time.
Say what you want on time, and we can make it custom made for you. Okay. Trust me, we can make it custom made. Let us do it from the beginning. Tell us what you want on time. Okay. Or in course of the construction, if there's anything you notice while you are doing it, just mention it on time.
On time.
So that at the end of the day you'll be happy, and we are also happy. Yeah,
because some people, this mentioning on time issue is actually very, very funny to me, because most people will not. It's along the way when the project has started that they'll be calling, engineer, that my bathroom, I want you to do it like this, I want this, I want that to happen.
Charlie.
But that is actually it's not supposed to be so. Yeah. Mention everything you want from the start. So this, so the smart system. So now this particular house, now the wiring involves you guys adding lines for the smart devices that will be added to the house.
Yes.
And also for the regular lights, heaters, and all those things.
Exactly.
Okay. And this was previous, as you mentioned, this was previously discussed
and planned
with the client.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So next question is, here's how what I want to ask next. Let's say normally to do the wiring of this house, maybe you would have the electrical piping and running of the cables. Let's assume that maybe it would have cost 500,000, for instance.
All right.
So adding the lines for the smart systems and all that, did he increase the budget?
It doesn't have too much increase since we did it from the beginning.
Okay.
It doesn't. It's just a little fractions. Maybe if okay, assuming like say 500,000, the additional may not be up to 100,000 naira. It's just a little fraction because it was done from beginning. And we in piping, electrical piping, we have 20 mm, 25 mm. There's a reason for 20 mm, there's a reason for 25. That 25 contain more cables than the 20. So if you are doing this thing from the beginning, you know how to plan it, you know how to run it, you know how to control it. You know how many wires that can go into one pipe and do it at once.
Okay, so
that's the plan.
So therefore the difference is not much.
Yes, because
so let's assume now that the other pipe was 300 naira.
Yes.
The larger one might just be maybe 400.
Exactly.
Or 350.
The difference is not much.
Okay, but if you were to do this after,
yes,
it would have cost
you spend half of that up you spent before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One of the reasons, the next question I want to ask you, one of the reasons I want to ask you is, a lot of people see a house that is a smart house like it's very expensive to do.
Yeah.
Right? So now my question to you is, making this house a smart house, plus the gadgets you are going to buy, the motorized mechanism that open the curtains, the Alexa machine or a device that will be doing fingerprint and all of these things. Does it really have a very strong weight on the budget? Like, are these things really expensive to do? Yes. If you do it from the beginning?
If you do it from the beginning, like I've said before, it doesn't have too much weight on the budget.
Okay.
You can only have too much weight on the budget if you do it after.
Okay.
As an afterthought. But if it is planned from beginning,
yes,
it has a way up because it's an automation and you do it from beginning. So it has, the cost is not much when you are doing it from the beginning.
Okay.
It's lesser than doing it after.
Okay.
Just that's what it is.
Okay, so it's smart. In other words, building your house and making it a smart house is not that expensive. That's what you're saying.
It is not that expensive, yes.
Really?
Because the only thing that bring that cost is the automatic machines, those stores. But the wirings are almost the same. Because you need the wires to the cables to run from point A to point B, your socket, your switches, and everything. So what the automation does is it helps you control entire thing.
Yes.
You just go into a plug and play environment, and then it automate the house.
What of the other devices, like the main device, the one that has the Alexa control?
That is automation.
That's what I'm saying. Are those devices really that expensive?
No, not at all. They are just it's doable. People, yes.
Sorry, I want to ask you a question. I'm trying to ask now, like like a total, like somebody that does not know anything about building. So you answer me.
Okay.
Try to understand and answer me in that way.
Okay.
Now here's the thing, yeah. If I were to build a house,
okay,
and let's say the budget of this house, if I don't want to make it a smart house, the budget of this house is maybe 100 million.
Okay.
To build it.
Okay.
Normally from maybe
yeah.
start to finishing.
Yeah.
Right? If I now say, oh, engineer, I just have an idea. So before we start this project, let's make it a smart home, right? Remember, originally the budget to build this house from start to finish was 100 million.
Yeah.
If I now say, engineer, let's make it a smart home, how much do you think, how much will now the budget now sort of?
Maybe extra 20 million naira. Depending on the size of house.
Okay.
Because a house of 100 million naira is quite a big house. Normally, it might not be too big, but the facilities that made up that price is quite not small. Or what is weightier. So maybe if you need to now automate it, you may need to spend extra 15 or 20 million naira. And let me also say something here. The automation has the high, thank you, the high and the mighty. There are some buildings that from the gates, there's a device that you install by the gate that you use your phone, and then you control it, which is going to happen here. There's a device that you use the door. There's a device that the door opens by itself. There's a device that you computerize your fingerprint to the door. And for example, that door now is not cheap. So it depends on the house and what you want.
Okay.
Yes, depends on what you want.
Yeah, talking about that, because the smart home thing, people really need to know that it has levels.
Yes, it does.
Just as you have said.
Yes, it does.
Because there are like there's a house I shared with you the other time that if you enter the house, you don't even need to carry cable to plug your phone to charge.
Yeah.
The table itself has a wireless charging pad there.
Yes.
Like you just drop your phone on top, it starts charging.
To charge it.
And also too, on the level of automation you want, if you also want CCTV to be added, they can put CCTVs, cameras that you can stay anywhere and view them on your phone, and you can turn it on, you can shut down the house. You can, so
exactly.
You are right. It just depends on the level of automation
that
you want to, how far you want to go.
So it varies.
Yes, it varies. All right. So now, first of all, let's talk about the carcass here.
Okay.
How long has it taken you to, how long did it take you to get this carcass from the ground to the roofing?
We started this project November, first week of November.
Yeah.
Yes, first week, I think 4th or 5th of November. And then we worked November. Before end of November, we've already done the first decking, goes towards second decking. But we needed to also, I would say we are taking 2 months plus, because November, December, January, we're roofing. Because we also had a break.
Okay.
We had a Christmas break. But trust me, I will say that
Christmas break. There was no Christmas break.
We actually did a 1 week Christmas break.
Okay, 1 week. I know that even on the 25th of December, we're working
because the client
the client say he wants to achieve the
he wants to achieve, and we have to understand with him. Okay, we talked about him. That is
we talked about it there.
As a client who in hand, so we worked there. So we had 1 week Christmas break. But trust me, if I would say it's 2 months that we're using achieving, 2 months to 3 months, is because that is not just the only building we had done. We've also constructed the soccer wear. We've also done another building that's by the side, like our main building, which is the ground floor is going to be admin, and then it's also a 2-story building. You know, now we are at the second floor. Okay, at this period, you know, the second floor going towards almost roofing. So I would say that we've spent 3 months for the 2 buildings, as you can see. But within the 3 months now, it's not just the carcass that we have achieved. We started plastering. We are done with the wiring. We've done with the AC point. the AC, which is plug and play. We've done the plumbing. Okay. The wiring, the plumbing for the both buildings. Then the window fabrications. And the window is going to be frameless.
Okay.
Exactly. Going to be frameless. So we've done that. That is ongoing.
All within these 3 months?
Oh, yes. And the POP has just been commissioned. And then more other things.
So in other words, you're saying that it's not just the carcass that has other things have been following progressively.
Yes. Because if it's just the carcass, we would have finished and then maybe move away from the side. But because we have everything as
things are going simultaneously.
Exactly. Like when we're doing the first decking of this one, going towards the second decking, we have to go into Soccerware. Then when we're waiting for the second decking to, other parties we're working, I have to move the team to start constructing the admin office. Then the the 2 floors up, there's going to be 2 flats, 4 flats, first floor 2, second floor 2. Those ones are going to also be added to the Airbnb because the Airbnb is a 2-bedroom apartment, but luxury. The kitchen is an open concept, and then have an island and every setup, and then has beautiful space. And then the other side is self-contained. That's mini. It's not a mini flat. That's self-contained.
Okay.
Like very big space of the room, and then it has a very big kitchen and also a very big balcony. And also the toilet.
Okay.
So it's going to be 4 of it and added to this one. So in all, we're going to have 6 flats. Service 6 flats.
Okay. So now question is,
how
much did the BOQ of this house say?
Good. The BOQ of the house says 88,230,something thousand.
88,230,something.
That includes materials and
labor.
Yes.
Okay. Now so far I know that you have not been the one that has been buying the materials.
Yes.
The client has been supplying the materials as we request.
Yes.
And work has been going on.
Yeah.
How even though I know you don't have the records, but at least from your perspective or from your engineering standpoint, how much do you think has gone in so far?
Now see, because what has also happened is that, like I said, when we were working in this other one, sometimes we'll say, okay, this wood, we're going to lose it, we now move it to this other side.
Okay, so in other words, you're reusing some material.
Yes, so this other, we'll use, and also we have to now start working on this other building. So it's more of a combined thing. So that specification cannot be given. Because we had a VOQ for this building, and then most times when we receive 300 bags of cement, we use it for this building and also use for this other building. When we're losing a wood here, we don't have to discard it. We use it for this other building. When we're losing rods here, some bamboo like frost, those bamboos, we use it for this other building. Whenever we buy sand, it goes for the 2 buildings.
I know you are not the one that bought the materials generally, but it's been you that has been making requests for the materials that have been provided, right?
Yeah.
So I want you to give us a general overview of how much we're looking at, right?
Okay.
That has covered. Give us a price, maybe that for both houses, estimatedly from the materials that you've been requesting that has been provided for you.
Well, I would say that maybe 100 million naira have probably gone into the carcass, because the smaller house is just, I think we've done 95%. It's just a stage to roofing, the smaller house. But trust me.
How much did you say? 95 million?
100 million.
100 million. Okay.
100 million, or maybe a little bit above or thereabout. But that is an average, because these other ones, BOQ was about 80-something million.
85 million.
82 million.
82 million. Okay.
Yeah, but that is estimated BOQ. But when you go into the project, there could be some savings and all that. So at the same time, we molded blocks. So because we had some block molding, there is no way you will not save some money from block molding. And then we were now extracting materials from the small to the big and from the big to the small.
For the size of the house,
Yeah.
And for the size of both houses, both the big one and the small one, I think 100 million is quite a fair deal.
It's a fair deal.
I think you have actually managed the materials well and managed the project well.
Because that happens because we interchange the materials. Most times they are
As you reuse the material.
exactly. And the block molding too also have a way of saving costs, like we always say, and all that. And then sometimes, especially the wood, we just have to reuse them. That is just for carcass as you are talking here now. That is just for carcass. We're not talking about any other thing. That is carcass.
What has taken the most money in this project?
The
carcass. Let's not talk about the finishing yet.
What has taken the most money is cement and rod.
Okay.
Cement and rod. Number one, cement. Number two, rod. These are paramount thing. Cement is very, very paramount when it comes to building. Cement is very, very paramount when it comes to building. Yes, and then rod is second. Why rod plays a bigger role is because of the dot decking, the columns, the pillars, and the suspensions.
Okay.
Rod takes over cement and rod. And I would say that these two are together. Other ones are secondary, but cement and rod are very, very, very paramount. Cement and rod.
Okay.
I will say it again. Yes.
Okay. So, and you also mentioned earlier that your boys molded the blocks.
Yes.
On site. Was that also part of the reasons why there was a lot of saving, or what has been good?
Yeah, because you know that the block molding on site saves costs, give you quality. Yes, that's what it is. So when you mold blocks on site, and then because you are not now relying on the block industry, you mold your own blocks and you use them. So you can control quality and control cost. So that's a way of saving cost too.
Okay.
Yes. When it comes to large projects such as this. Yes. When it comes to large projects such as this.
One thing I also admire about this house or this structure so far is the roofing style. It's a hidden roof.
Yes.
So was this done intentionally because there will be solar panels on it, or was it just I know that's what the 3D said.
Yes.
But what I'm trying to ask is why did you choose to go for hidden roof against a high roof?
That's the choice from the clients.
Okay.
And we also bought the idea. Because a lot of people are afraid of the hidden roof.
Yes. People usually say that it doesn't last, that it leaks. Leaks.
Not that it doesn't last. Because if you are not able to do it, the leakages are something you cannot contain.
Okay.
Yeah, leakages are something you cannot contain. But trust me, they are specialties and there are people who knows how to do it and they do it very well. So that's what it is. Okay. So it saves costs. The hidden roof saves a lot of cost. But if only you are able, to fix it, install it. Because let me tell you about hidden roof. It's not just about putting the roof the way it is. The preparation of the construction has to give an age to that.
When you say the preparation of the construction, what do you mean?
When you are building.
Okay.
It's not a grammar. When you're building the house, you have already prepared ahead of it.
Okay.
Yes.
And what will these preparations be like?
The building physique is different.
The physique of the building?
Yes, the building arrangement. When you are getting to that stage is different. And this give birth from the drawing.
Okay.
That is how the drawing is given. That's how the drawings is given. So it's giving birth from the drawing. Trust me, a lot of people will say, oh, when it's hidden roof, part of it doesn't come in. Like one of our projects in Suka is hidden roof. You remember you saw that? Yeah. But it has a part of it. That's concrete facial. So this hidden roof is a preparation. The block has to go some higher than, and all that. The arrangement of the skeleton wood is also different.
Okay.
All of them are different. So it's a physique. And then if you know how to do this job, you excel in it. Because you cannot jump into something you don't know. A lot of people say, oh, my roof is hidden, it leaks a lot, water, blah, blah, blah. You don't know how to do it. So for us, it is our style. If you want us to do the hip roof, that's German, we do it. If you want us to do the hidden roof, whichever one. But for this particular project, that is how it was designed, and we had planned for it. Okay. It was a discussion had between me and my client. And that is what he wants, and I also buy into his idea, and then I encourage him to go that way.
Okay. So according to your this thing, how much did this roof cost?
Aside the skeleton, that's just
including the skeleton, both the skeleton and the.
Yeah, we are not the one who bought the material, the roofing skeleton. That's the wooden.
The wood.
So I will not have the fair price.
What did
because most of the things we did, the BOQ The BOQ for entire roof about I think 6.7 million naira thereabout. But the roofing sheet itself alone was about 4.3 million.
Okay.
And that's exactly the amount we use in buying it.
In buying it, okay.
Yes.
Then the
skeleton, I don't have a fair idea about.
Okay, but the BOQ said 6 million naira.
Yeah, thereabout, yes.
For the roof.
But,
okay. As away from the roof now, how many bags of cement or how many trailer loads of cement has gone into this project so far?
I would say it's not really trailer because we didn't buy them in trailer.
But at least more than a trailer load has entered so far.
More than a trailer load has entered. Yeah, I would say that because for the foundation, our budget was about 350 bags of cement.
For the foundation?
Yes, for the foundation stage.
Did you do? Sorry, I'm just cutting in between you. Okay, finish up.
For the foundation, our budget was about 350 bags. Then for each of the decking, we budgeted 450. But that didn't actually contain. For each of the decking, because there are 2 floors, we have the first floor casting, we have the second floor casting. So each of the decking, our budget was about 450 bags of cement. For each of them, that is 900.
Okay.
But that did not really enter. There were savings on that.
Okay, that's you use more less rather.
We use less than that.
Like when you say less, like how many bags?
Between 350, 300 thereabouts.
350, 300 bags.
Yes.
They get that, so that means you have a savings like 100 bags per floor.
100 exactly, because some of them like was almost 300. We had some saving, and then you know that after the DPC, from the foundation, after the DPC, between the DPC and the decking level, there is something that happened. The building, the walls, and there is lintel. So those ones, our budget was about 150, 200. Those ones fly. But it was a decking that we had some savings, major savings on cement. So I would say that 300, 150, 300 again, 300, 350 from the foundation, 150 for the other one, that is 450, 300, that's 750, then another 150, that's 850, and that 300, that was about 1,150. Then to the roof, about 200. So I would say we have actually spent roughly, and very close to estimation, we had used about 1,400 bags of cement.
Let's just say 1,500 bags of cement has gone in so far.
Yes.
This is minus the blocks.
That's minus the blocks.
Minus the blocks, yes, and minus the plastering that is already on.
That one is
okay. That's finishing. We'll talk about the carcass. We'll talk about the carcass now.
Exactly.
Okay, so we are looking at about 1,500 bags estimatedly.
Yes.
That has gone into the entire. Yes. This includes the small house too.
No. Just let's say this.
Just the main building.
The main building, exactly.
Okay, so
but at a time the cement was now interchanging. You bring this one, we have to use it to work here, depending on the ratio of work and what was given at a time. Yeah.
Okay, so if we're okay, let's leave the other building since it was not part of the BOQ. It just came up somewhere in between the.
Yes, we just came out and we saw a piece of land, and the client said, "Oh, engineer, I like the way you manage your space. I don't like the way you manage land. What can happen here?" I told him, this one is already 6 flats. Let's keep it for the Air BnB shortlet, so that you have 6 flats. Then what do we do here? So we started coming up with design, and I said, okay, you need an office. And so the ground floor is a reception office and has a kitchen, a usable kitchen, and then behind has a manager office and the staff room, and also has a laundry.
Okay.
On the ground floor of the small building. Then the first floor of the small building is a mini flat this way, a mini flat that way, and then if you go up, you have the same thing. So the small building now has 4 flats,
okay,
while the main building has 6 flats, but on different sizes.
Okay.
But the main building are the same sizes anyway, and this other one of a lower size. Then there's a proposed swimming pool. And that you showed him on the video that will also happen here. The plan for the swimming pool is on the other face of the land. We're also going to have a security house. That's going to be a 1-story building. And then after all the arrangement of the compound, we're sure we're going to park like 15 to 20 cars, okay, by arrangement. Okay. So the swimming pool content is the swimming pool under. They want to introduce steel structure, like columns. That under it will be no building. Under it will be empty for the swimming pool to occupy, and then we'll not have toilets and the resting area and the changing room under it, and then the first floor will be gym house and the cinema, and then the
if I'm getting you, yes, you're saying that the area where the gym is going to be a separate structure.
No.
Okay.
That area is going to have an L form. L form design.
Okay.
So we are going to introduce pillars.
Okay.
Pillars. Then that pillars now we have a decking. First decking. While under it, there's no walls. It will be for swimming
The
pool.
pool. Okay.
The pool. And then on the pool now, we'll share some corners where you're going to have changing room. A male and female.
Female changing.
And also have
Toilets.
yeah, exactly, where you can another thank you rest. Then have a pool, a pool as in snooker board, you know, where people can
relax
when you're playing, you're under it. So that is like empty. Then when we do the first decking, the first decking will contain cinema and gym.
Okay.
And then we're going to do another decking, second decking. That's 2 floors. Then the second decking will now contain VIP lounge, and then the VIP lounge and the private lounge. Then the last one will be a rooftop. Yes, exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
This project is quite massive.
That's the plan.
I think one of the things that we'll just have to wait and see is the conclusion of this project. Now, is there an estimated time where this project is supposed to complete?
The project will be, we are going to finish it before the end of this year. Everything.
Okay.
Yes, that is the plan.
Okay, before the end of the year.
Before the end of the year. That includes finishing the compound, everything. Yeah.
All right. No problem, engineer. I think we should leave it here for now concerning this project. Thank you so much. Yeah. And we'll keep giving you guys updates as the project progresses. For now, this is where we are. So I just felt the need to let you guys know what we're doing, and eventually, as time goes on, you'll be getting more updates on what's going on. We'll be giving, once we're done with the finishing, we'll still sit down like this and do an update telling you guys about the finishing. But for now, if you need our service or you want to talk to us, me or Engineer Desmond, our numbers are showing on the screen. Call us, send a message on WhatsApp, and we are here for you. Thank you so much. My name is Kingsley. This is Engineer Desmond. This is the Building Phase. We'll catch you again in the next one.